everyone, please put your hands together for James Camacho.
Wow, holy shit. You know what I like about this crowd too? Like we got a little bit of everything here, you know, every race, every ethnicity. I like that. I'm pretty mixed race myself. I'm actually Chinese and Puerto Rican. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I look like Adam Driver doing K-pop. That's why I look like a Pokemon master. You guys are nice. I did that joke the other day and this guy just shouted out immediately. He goes, "Let me guess. Your dad is the Puerto Rican one." I was like, "Well, what makes you say that?" And he goes, "Come on. Chinese guys can't get Puerto Rican girls." I was like, "Dude, that is so offensive." And it's absolutely true. It is my dad. It's goddamn stereotypes. People have questions when they find out you're mixed race. Here's a very common question. I got it the other day, actually. This guy was like, "Do you speak another language? Chinese Puerto Rican? You speak Spanish, Mandarin? What do you got?" And I'm an idiot. I just speak English, right? And this guy got so mad. He literally was like, "What the fuck? Do you know how many jobs you could get if you knew another language?" And I was like, "Dude, you really think it's my lack of not knowing another language that's preventing me from getting a job? You think that's the thing, huh? I think it's the fact that I'm a stand-up comedian." I'm just saying, I don't think I'm gonna go on a job interview. I'm gonna give them my resume. They're gonna see an 8-year job gap and go, "Whoa, habla español?" No, dude, you had it! Your lack of experience was amazing! Here's another very common question. When people find out my background, they go, "What do people usually think you are? Do they usually think you're Chinese, or do they usually think you're Puerto Rican?" And I'm honest with people. I'm like, they usually think I'm gay. That's usually... You know, when it gets a big laugh in front of people I don't know, that's fine. But when it gets a big laugh in front of everyone I know in my life, that kind of hurts, all right? Well, like, we knew James was gay. Oh, shit! I was fighting it too, because, you know, I'm like, I'm not gay. You know, I don't think that's a thing. But then every week, someone's like, "You gay?" And after years of getting that, you start being like, maybe I am giving off cocksucking vibes, you know? Maybe it's the way I waddle, you know? The way my shirt fits. Dude, my mom asked me if I was gay once. That's a bad sign. Because your mom knows everything about you. I'm just saying, where there's smoke, there's fire, all right? Where there's smoke, there's hot, flaming gay fire. I'm not gay, though. I do have a girlfriend. We have the same haircut. I love her very much. She's mixed race as well. She's actually half Indian, half German. So our kids are gonna be X-Men. Pretty exciting. They're actually born already. They were in Avatar 2. You might want to check them out. James Cameron said they were the best Nava he's ever worked with. We are talking about having kids, and listen, that pumps me up. I want to have kids with my girlfriend, because they're gonna be 4 races. Dude, those kids are gonna have a lot of amazing traits. Like, they're gonna have Chinese work ethic, Puerto Rican pride, they'll have Indian leadership, and white privilege. Hell yeah! Those kids are gonna make it. And they would have gotten into every college, except that the Supreme Court just reversed affirmative action. Did you guys hear about that shit? So now if you apply to college, they can't use your race as a factor. It's only like your grades. So I predict, here's my prediction. I predict in about 5 years, every college is gonna be 98% Asian. Oh yeah, the University of Alabama quarterback is gonna be AJ Patel. His teammates are gonna be like, he's gonna carry us to the playoffs. I love AJ. He's a teammate, he's a leader, but I gotta admit, he does make that locker room smell kind of funky. All right, some of you are fun, some of you did not like that joke, and that's all right. Put garlic on that next time. If I do have kids with my girlfriend, though, I hope they have her smarts, because my girlfriend's very smart. I'm an idiot. She's a genius. She's actually right now getting her PhD at Columbia University. Yeah. In neuroscience. Yeah, woman in STEM, baby. The other day, we're out to dinner, and it was like really romantic. We're holding hands on the table. She looked me in the eyes. I looked her back. She was like, "You're a 10, baby." I was like, "Yeah." "You're a 401k, baby. Yeah." "I love you forever." We're actually co-parenting 2 cats now, which is exciting. Do we have cat people here? Yeah! Nice. Wow. That was pretty masculine. You don't hear that from cat people usually. Yeah! Pussies! It's crazy, man. Because I was never a cat person. I grew up with dogs. I thought growing up cats were useless pieces of crap. But now that I have my own cats, I've completely changed. I think cats are awesome. I think they're the best. I will say this, though. Dogs, way more loving than cats. Cats do love you, but on their own terms, which is not a lot. And that's what I realized. You never see a homeless person with a cat. Right? Dude, they always have dogs. And it's because cats will not tolerate being homeless. I know for a fact, if I'm ever homeless, I'm on the street with all my stuff. The moment I nod up, my cat's gonna be like, "I'm getting the fuck out of here. I need an owner who can afford real kitty litter." I got a buddy, he's got a cat. He's always telling me, like, this is my starter kit for having children. I'm like, you could be not more wrong. Having cats is not a starter kit for having children, dude. Dude, all the reasons why I like having cats are reasons why I can't be a parent right now. Like if someone's like, "What do you like about having kids?" And I was like, dude, it's the best. You don't have to potty train them. You just buy them a litter box, they know how to shit immediately. Oh, dude, you know what's great? You could just leave your kid alone at home for days. You never have to worry about it. I went on vacation last weekend for 5 days. I just left food and water out for each of those days. They were totally fine. Came back home, they were totally alive. The best part is, every time I drop my kid, they land right on their feet. I'm throwing my kid around the house like a fucking football. Dude, if I said that, child services would show up at my house the next day like, "You gotta give us your kid, dude. What the fuck?" And I'm so dumb, I'd be like, "Listen, I'd love to give him to you, but he's got this hiding spot. I have no idea he is right now." "You wanna come inside and help me? Come on. I bake cookies." My girlfriend, we have sex, my girlfriend and I. Thank you, love that. This side is so much more fun than this side. Is this the Puerto Rican, Chinese side? What's going on? Yeah, there we go. I love that. No, it was like sex, everyone here was like, "Yes," this side was like, "Oh, Christian mingle, okay, good." Very interesting. Is it Jersey? Is that what? Oh, this is the Jersey side? Oh, they were in traffic for 2.5 hours, that's why. They were like, "It's only 6 miles away, why the fuck is the GW taking an hour to get through?" They gotta find parking, they're all bitter right now. I'm from Jersey too, man. You know what's funny? Everyone else in the country, except for people from Jersey, hate your guts. Everywhere I travel to, I'm from Jersey, people are like, "Oh, that's why it smells like shit in here." Jersey's in the house. It's the same shit. We smell, we're terrible drivers. I hear that all the time. "You're terrible Jersey, terrible driver." I hear that all the time when I'm dragging people underneath my car, you know? They won't shut up! So my girlfriend and I, we have sex. Yeah. And you know what I realized about women? This is what I find fascinating about women. What turns women on individually is very unique. Guys, we all like the same shit, man. We're all so predictable, right? We like boobs, butt, fingers, you know? We all love that. Girls are very complex. I feel like every girl has something they're into no other lady shares, you know? Like the other day, my girlfriend and I were leaving our apartment, and I took down a recycling, right? And I broke down a box. I put it in the recycling bin. I look up at her, she's like, that was the sexiest thing you've ever done. I was like, breaking down a box? Really? Dude, I never would have guessed that in a million years. It's good to know, though, because now every time we're about to do it, I got the lights dim, I got candles lit, and I'm just breaking down boxes, bro. I'm ripping off that masking tape like, I tore up this box. Now I'm gonna tear up your box. Call me UPS. I put it in the wrong hole by accident. Whoops, call me Amazon Prime. I'll redeliver in 2 to 3 business days. Yeah, you never know. Like the other day I was doing dishes, right? And my girlfriend came in, she goes, fucking so hot. Unbelievably hot. I was like, really? Wow, interesting. And then I was Swift-ring later, she goes, I gotta admit, you've never looked harder than you have with a mop in your hand. And then I'm like, dude, I'm about to quit comedy, become a janitor. This is fucking awesome. What am I doing saying dick jokes? And then later I was hanging out with my buddy and I told him, he goes, are you fucking stupid? Were you born yesterday? I'm like, well, I'm not stupid. What are you talking about? He goes, that doesn't turn her on. That's just our method to get you to do those things. I was like, shit, this whole time I thought it was turning her on. Turns out she was grooming me. I came home later, she's like, you know what I love? I love it when you do the kitty litter. I was like, oh, I'm on to you, bitch. You take out the cat crap tonight. Yeah, we're a dating app success story, my girlfriend and I. Let me say, be careful about catfishing. You guys know what catfishing is? Yeah, it's the word. So this is what it is. If you don't know, it's when you make an online dating profile and the pictures you put up don't look like you. And this has happened to me so many times, I am really good at spotting them. It's all in the photos, all right? I'll give you a tip right now. Good tip. If there's no picture of the person's teeth on their profile, there is no teeth in real life. I am 10 for 10 with that shit, guys. Here's another tip. All photos, again, photos. No full body shot, that's a huge, huge sign. When I mean full body shot, I mean a picture of the person from their head to their tippy toes. If they don't have that, you are fucked. That's 100% catfish right there. And I feel like girls do that. They doctor photos. Guys do the opposite. They just lie about their attributes on there. Guys literally be like, I'm 6'7", I play for the Knicks. Then they show up on the date looking like a garden gnome. Take a seat at the bar, their feet are dangling, the girl's like, what the fuck? Dangling feet, no! No! There's someone out there for everyone. I truly believe that, you know? Someone out there is gonna suck a peg leg. That's all I'm saying, guys, all right? If you have no teeth, get a methamphetamine addiction, move to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Join the Facebook group for Breaking Bad. You'll find someone. If you're short, someone will spin you a bed. Don't worry about it. And I'm not even saying I'm perfect, all right? That's not the point. But I'm just saying I found someone that accepts my flaws, all right? And trust me, I got a lot of flaws. I'm poor. I have anxiety. I have depression. Dude, I have literally no ass. Do you guys see this shit? There is no ass here. There's just a hole. There are no butt cheeks, dude. Imagine if a turtle lifted up a shell. That's what my ass looks like. Old, wrinkly, green. I am literally patting my ass with my wallet. Now look at that shit. That was 80% of my left cheek gone. And then my girlfriend hates it. She's always telling me, your ass is so flat. Fuck! And like, she's accepted it, you know? Dude, she has nicknames for my ass to make me feel better about it. How awesome is that? Gluteus minimus, that's our nickname for it, guys. The other day, she's like, if I ever need a surface to do cocaine on, I got you! You're my flat ass. Yeah, you just gotta find someone that accepts you for who you are. You know, it's not easy. Like, I was single for a long time. I was dating, you know? I was single for like 10 years. It was pretty lonely, you know? And it was my fault. I'm a comedian. I have a weird sense of humor. I like to say things that I shouldn't be saying. Like, I was on a date with a girl once. It was actually going all right, and then I went to go pay for our drinks, right? I took my wallet out, and a condom in my wallet fell on the ground. Yeah, she was like, what the hell is that? I'm like, it's a condom? She goes, oh, did you think we were gonna have sex? I was like, no, not anymore. I don't think so, no. I thought it was funny, right? Dude, she was furious. She goes, what the fuck? Are you serious? Bring a condom? What a waste of time. I'm like, you're mad at me for protecting myself? That is insane, dude. I've never gotten an Uber. I put on my seatbelt. The Uber driver looks at me. He's like, are we getting into a car crash, you dick? What are you, a Neanderthal? And then she goes, well, if you didn't think we would have sex, then why would you need to bring a condom? I'm like, because I might get laid after. Come on, anything can happen on the ride home. Also, let's be honest, all right? This is not the first date this condom's been on, all right? I've been trying to get rid of this thing since high school, please. This shit is expired, bro. Dating's weird, man. A lot of weird people out there. It's something you experience. I was on a date with a girl once. She literally came out of the closet on the date, and she didn't, not as gay, she came out as cisgender. Have you guys heard this term before? Cis. So at the time, I've never heard of it, and she just literally, in the middle of the day, I'm like talking, she just cuts me off. She goes, I just want to let you know, James, I identify as cis. And I was like, you have a sister? What the fuck are you talking about? She goes, no, I'm cis. I'm like, you have a pus-filled sack on your lip? Is that? You want me to pop it? Is that your kink? She goes, no, I'm cisgender. I'm like, oh, what does that mean? She goes, he means I identify with the sexuality and gender that I was born with. I was like, so you were born a girl? She's like, yeah. I'm like, do you like guys? She goes, oh yeah, I do. I'm like, so you're straight? She goes, yeah. I'm like, did you just come out as straight? I'm all for being politically correct, but you don't need a PC term to be straight. Straight people have never suffered. There's no straight people rallies. I've never had sex and thought, the struggle's real. Never thought that. And if you think about it too, like only a girl could come out as straight and it would be like socially acceptable, right? If a girl's like, I'm straight, everyone's straight, yay! All her friends would be like, high five, good for you. People are like, you figured it out, I'm so proud. Can you imagine if a guy did the same thing? Yo, dudes, I'm straight. Bros, I'm straight. People are like, that guy's gay. Why don't you shout it off the rooftops, bro? You guys are nice, man. That was a tough joke to get to work. I heard the person back there being like, careful. Yellow light out there. I know where the fuck this is going. But yeah, that took months to work. People just, a lot of silence on that one. Yeah, people getting all offended and stuff, you know. That kind of, like, that's something people ask me all the time. Like, oh, you do comedy, is it tough now with the political climate, I'm so Asian, Jesus Christ, oh my God. Nothing some Everclear can't fix. All right. I don't know. It's tough. It is tough because like you do have to think about getting canceled and all that stuff. But I just feel like if you come to a comedy club, you shouldn't really be able to get offended. This is like the last place of free speech that we have. Amen. It is. Yes. It really is if you think about it. This is the last place where we can come, hear things we're not supposed to hear, and we just laugh about it. Then you go outside to your fucking HR world, To your earmuffs, oh, Jeff, that's not appropriate. I had a lady the other day, she goes, are you serious? I'm like, no! Do you not know what we're doing here? You really look like an imbecile if you get offended at a comedy club. You know what it's like? It's kind of, if you get offended at a comedy club, it's like falling in love at a strip club. If you go, that joke bothers me, you might as well be like, I am proposing to cinnamon. That's what I'm doing. Pour some cinnamon on me. People have gotten upset, though. I mean, they have. And all the reasons, every reason that, like, I'm offended, it never adds up, It's always stupid. Like, the other day I did a show, I'm doing, like a meet and greet, and this person came up to me, he goes, you're culture appropriating. I was like, what? How so? He goes, you're wearing Jordans. So you're appropriating black culture. I was like, dude, Jordans are made in China. I'm Chinese, can I be offended? And I'm not even saying cultural appropriation is not real, It is a real thing. Here's a good example. Not too long ago, Kim Kardashian, she had this like lingerie line she was trying to introduce, and she literally named the lingerie kimono, right? And the Japanese people lost their shit. Like, they went on Twitter, canceled it. 24 hours, the whole thing was done, right? That's the perfect example to me. Because the kimono is traditional Japanese garb, and she was sexualizing it and profiting off it. That's fucked up. I do find it kind of funny, though, how mad the Japanese people got. Because I'm Asian, right? People have been making fun of us forever. We've never complained. Through my entire childhood, people would be like, you have a little dick. You have tiny eyes. You can't drive. We've never complained. But if Kim Kardashian puts on a kimono, all of a sudden we're like, you know what? That's the fucking line right there. Don't mess with our attire. Meanwhile, I'm just like, hey, that's all great about the kimono, but that little dick thing, let's change that too, right? Let's get that Twitter mob going. Yeah, it's ridiculous. The things people get. Remember that joke I did earlier about my girlfriend and I? If we have kids, there'll be 4 races, right? Chinese work ethic, Puerto Rican pride, Indian leadership, white privilege. This person got mad at me for that joke. I was doing this TV show, not bragging. It was on Peacock. No one saw it. Dude, when it came out, I checked my follower account. It went down. So I did that joke on the taping. It's one of these things where you get judged by someone, right? And the lady heard me do that joke. She goes, I don't really care for white supremacy humor. And usually I would be like, oh, fuck, really? You're mad at me? Oh my God, because I have no self-esteem, right? But in this case, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Where's white supremacy in that whole bit? Dude, if anything, I'm making fun of white people. I'm saying the best trait about them is privilege. Isn't that insulting? Like, if I told you something you were born with that you didn't work for was the best thing about you, that'd be kind of shitty, right? Like, if my girlfriend was like, listen, James, I'm only with you because you have your huge cock. I'd be like, you know what? There's a name behind this big cock, all right? This big cock has accomplishments, a minor in theater, goddammit. Respect. But I was scared, They're taping. It's a big deal. Like, I don't get a lot of TV stuff. So I was freaking out. I was telling my friend about it. Oh, dude, what if they edit it? I get canceled. This is gonna suck. My friend, trying to support me, good guy, he goes, fuck those Karens, bro. Fuck those Karens. I thought he was like on Molly. I'm like, what the, this has nothing to do with what I'm saying right now. He goes, no, it was obviously a white lady, right, that was complaining, that judge. And I was like, oh, no, it was a black lady. And that's when I realized, if you ever tell a story where someone's complaining in your story, people automatically envision an old white lady. Which is messed up, because we all complain. You know what that's like? That's like if you were in public and you smelled a fart, and then you saw a fat guy walking by, and you were like, you motherfucker. Fatty with his Taco Bell again. I think it is annoying, though, when people get offended on other people's behalf. Do you guys find that annoying? You know, like you really think you need to protect us? You think we can't handle it ourselves? You know, we need your fucking tweets. I saw a white lady the other day. She tweeted, "Stop Asian hate." I'm like, dude, you have a fucking iPhone. So you're saying stop Asian hate, but you're kind of supporting child slavery that's usually Asian, you know? Dude, if you want to say stop Asian hate as a non-Asian person, show me something, all right? Get rid of all your Asian-made stuff, which means you'll have absolutely nothing. If I see a homeless guy with no clothes on being like, stop Asian hate, I'm gonna be like, that guy's an ally right there. He means it. A lot of times, too, it just feels like, to me, it feels like when people, you know, complain and get offended, it feels like they just want to look like they're doing something, right? A little bit like, look at me, I said something. Aren't I awesome? Rawr. I'm like, all right. You know what it reminds me of? Remember, like, the first time when you were getting potty trained growing up and, like, you wiped your own ass for the first time you did it yourself? No? Wow. I guess I grew up pretty slow. But you know, when you're getting potty trained, your parents have to come do the fucking check, right? To see, or they do it for you for a year. But then the first time you do it yourself, you're so proud, you wipe, you flush, you kick down the bathroom door. You're like, Mommy, Daddy, look, I did it. Look at me, I did something, yay! Your parents have to be like, whoa, congratulations, honey, good for you. Fucking 15 years old, Jesus Christ. I thought this day would never come. I love it though, man. This is a fun job, doing comedy. I do it full time. Thank you. Yeah. It's great, man. I make about $45 a year. It's pretty good, guys. It's the best. The last job I had before comedy, this is years ago, I was just a cashier at Barnes & Noble. And I think Barnes & Noble, like, I don't know how they make money there. Dude, I would see people go in there every day, pick out a book, read it, fucking fall asleep on the floor. Wake up 10 hours later, leave without paying. I'm like, how does this place make any money? Dude, that's a crazy business model. Wouldn't it be awesome if liquor stores did that? That'd be awesome. Go into a liquor store, start chugging Jack Daniels, pass out on the floor. You leave, an employee's like, are you finding everything okay? You're like, everything's perfect. I love this place. 5 stars on Yelp. But I do comedy in New York, which makes no goddamn sense, you know? Most expensive city in the world, making no goddamn money. It's tough, dude. And like, you can't eat, like, everything's too expensive in New York, dude. You go out, you spend $1 million. I can't, like, I have no social life. I can't afford to have a social life. Every time I go out, it's a fucking scam. Dude, I went clubbing last weekend, right? $50 Uber ride to get to the club. We're going from the Upper West Side, Upper East Side, $50. Then we had to pay a $20 cover fee to get inside the club. And then once we got inside the club, they made us do a mandatory coat check for another $20. We get in, my friend's like, you ready to get some drinks? I'm like, I'm fucking out of money, dude. I'm ready to go home. I gotta get an Uber back. My friends all do well though, right? So every time they go clubbing, it's immediately like, they just shouting, bottle service, we're getting bottle service. The other day, I'm like, what is this bottle service? My friend's like, we're gonna get a bottle of vodka for $400. How's that sound to you, Jimmy? I'm like, it sounds like a bullshit. That's what it sounds like. I'm not doing that. He goes, why not? I'm like, because I can get a bottle of vodka at the liquor store for $20. He goes, no, you don't get it. If we get it here, a girl will come bring it to us. I'm like, dude, there are girls that work at the liquor store. You know that, right? They're equal opportunity employers. He's like, nah, it's a bottle waitress. She's hot. There'll be sparkles. I'm like, what are you, 4? You need balloons too? You need confetti? What is this? And he gets mad at me. He reversed it somehow. He goes, it's Saturday night. I don't want to hear your pussy shit. I'm like, all right, Scott Disick, Jesus Christ. Gonna shove a hundy down my mouth? So we got it, right? We split it 90-10, but we got it. I did my part. And here was the most annoying part. We get the thing, right? And it is nice. Beautiful lady comes, there's drinks, the chasers, sparklers. It's pretty cool. He puts it, the lady puts it down. I go for it to make myself a drink. My friend immediately just takes it out of the ice bucket, starts running up to every lady at the club. Oh my God, you're so hot. You want to drink our bottle with us? What are you doing? You look bored. Come to our table, have our alcohol with us. I was like, dude, we just spent $400. I'm not sharing this with anyone. He's like, well, if me and you drink it, that's gay. I'm like, yeah, I am gay for $400. I'm gay for my utilities bill. I don't know, I hate clubbing. Maybe I'm just getting old, right? But like every time you go clubbing, it's always too packed. That's my biggest problem with it. Too packed. Every club, place this big, 892 people shoved in there. Fucking sardines. Oh! You having a good time? Oh, best night ever! There's a finger in my ass, help! God forbid the bar is across the club. Oh my God. It's like doing the fucking Oregon Trail across the bar. Midway through, like, you want to take a break, man? Yeah, just. Doesn't make sense to me, though, because in any other situation in life, if it's packed, people lose their minds. Right? You're in rush hour traffic. Why is it so packed? Are people rubbernecking up there? I'll kill you! You go to Starbucks, it's packed. What, does no one have their app out? Does no one know their order? Jesus! You go to a club though? Hey, it's packed, it's lit, huh? We came to the right place tonight. Like, oh, okay. I guess if you're drunk, everything is okay now? All right. Next time I go to the Department of Motor Vehicles, I'm gonna go blackout drunk. I'm gonna twerk on people at the DMV, guys. It's my turn in line. The lady's like, do you have your old license? I'm like, I don't need a license to party. I know what I'm doing. I'm a goddamn pro. My friend too. Oh my, I love my friend, but he's a weird person. Every time he goes out, wears a 3-piece suit. Any occasion, yeah. No, I'm like, dude, why are you wearing a 3-piece suit? What is this? And he goes, I'm a boss, that's why. I'm like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Why would you wear your most nicest, expensive clothing to get drunk? What do you guys do when you drink? Do you guys check stocks? Do you invest in Bitcoin? Do you notarize shit? No. I don't know about you guys. When I drink, I throw up at myself and I get in the fights. Next time I go clubbing, I'm gonna wear a helmet and a bib. Goo goo gaga, bam! Ready for blackout time. I can't drink like I used to, though. I used to be an animal. Mainly because my hangover tolerance, bad. It's like a magic number. When you turn 30, you can't do hangovers anymore. When I was 20, dude, I'd be hungover all the time. I'd wake up 8 a.m., work out, go to class, see my friends, do some activities, drink that same night, no problem. If I'm hungover now, my life's over. I do nothing. I just curl up in the fetal position, and I cry for my mommy all day. And then I go, I'm never drinking again, which might be the biggest lie ever. Even Abraham Lincoln lied when he said that. Hey, dude, hangovers are like the one pain we'll welcome back with open arms. You ever realize that? You wouldn't do that with anything else. Like if there was a restaurant, every single time you ate there, you had massive diarrhea. You wouldn't go there the next day like, it's the freaking weekend. Let's get lit. You know, there is one place I would do that at. Taco Bell. That's the one place, guys. Every time I take a crap from Taco Bell, I'm like, that Crunchwrap Supreme was absolutely worth it. Those cheesy Fiesta potatoes were magical. Best 65 cents I've ever spent. No, yeah, it's drinking's gotta stop. You know, it's bad for you. You know, I've been trying to get in better shape too. I've been doing all the crazy diets everyone's doing now. You know, you guys do intermittent fasting. You guys know what that is? Yeah. If you don't know, it's when you eat for like 8 hours of the day, and then for the other 16 hours of the day, you don't shut the fuck up about intermittent fasting. So annoying, right? Intermittent fasters, all they do is remind you on when they can eat again. You're like, hey, Joe, how's your family? They're like, T-minus 2 hours so I can eat again. And you just want to be like, just eat an avocado and choke on the seat already. Been counting calories, too. Do you guys know what that is? It's the most miserable diet you could ever do. I literally eat and I fucking write in a notepad, 60 calories here. And then I calculate. I was telling my buddy about it. I was like, yeah, I count calories. I try to eat less than 2,000 a day. I try to consume 165 grams of protein a day. I'm also counting my micros. I'm taking creatine, ashwagandha, vitamin D, vitamin C. My friend's like, wow, you sound like a douchebag. And I was like, I do sound like a douchebag. But isn't that funny? I'm saying healthy stuff, but I sound like an asshole. It's just funny to me because if you say the unhealthy things you do, people love it. You could literally be like, last night I did Molly, I did cocaine, I fucked a hooker, went to Taco Bell at 6 a.m. Everyone loves you. People will literally be like, dude, where was my invites? Are we not on good terms? Come on, man. I work out pretty consistently. I work out 6 days a week. Yeah. You know what I realized from working out? I can't wear headbands to the gym. That is inappropriate for me. Dude, if you're white, you wear a headband to the gym, people think you play tennis. If you're black, you wear a headband to the gym, people think you play any sport and you're great at it. Dude, if I wear a headband to the gym, people only think sushi's being served at the gym now. Whoa, Planet Fitness is stepping up! What do we got, Equinox? Damn! I am Asian though, you know? I don't know what I look like anymore, you know? People always say, you look Asian, you look Hispanic, you look white. I don't know anymore, you know? I think being mixed race is kind of confusing. Like, you don't really feel like you have an identity, you know? Like, I never tell people I'm Chinese and Puerto Rican. I always tell them, like, I'm half Chinese, half Puerto Rican, like I'm half of two races, you know? It's just confusing. I never know what to do. Like, should I eat pastelas or dumplings? Should I drive slow or drive without a license? You know, it's... So I do both. It's pretty great, guys. Best of both worlds. But yeah, it's weird being mixed race. I think all mixed race people are a little fucked up with their identity, you know? I had a weird family, weird parents. Anyone else from a weird family? Yeah. Parents met in a weird way. My parents met in college, but my dad was my mom's professor. Yeah, so I'm the extra credit, you know what I mean? My mom came for an A, she got a D, that's what happens. My dad got double Ds, that's a pretty great semester. I'm kidding, guys, all right? Asians don't have double Ds, we all know that. He's a real professor, you can look him up. He's on ratemyprofessor.com. Do you guys know what this website is? Yeah, if you don't know, it's a website where college kids go online and they write reviews about their college professors, right? I was on this website the other day because I was curious to see my dad's reviews. Terrible! One person literally wrote, Professor Camacho's lazy, he's a slob, and he snores in bed. I was like, oh my God, that must be my mom. What an interesting outlet. My mom would do something like that, though, because she's very strict, you know, growing up, she was an immigrant mom, totally all the way, helicopter mom. She wanted me to be a straight A student, and I'm an idiot. My grades are always really bad. I used to bring home my report card, and she would be like, James, how come you can't get straight A's? I'm like, I'm half Chinese. Half he wants to study, half he wants to salsa, so. I had to study all the time. There was no such thing as fun when I was growing up. I couldn't even ride my bike. I could only ride my bike after I did my homework, and I let my mom drive her car behind me while I rode my bike. Very pathetic. I remember one time I got my bike, and she got her car keys. I was like, Mom, let me do this alone, please. She goes, I just want to make sure you're safe. I'm like, Mom, you're a Chinese driver. That's not safe at all. Hit my back tire, go flying to a bush, I kill a squirrel. Come on. No fun growing up, dude. She didn't really care about my social life. I invited a friend over my house to play video games. My mom came home from work, saw us playing the video game, and she goes, what are you guys doing? I'm like, we're playing Mario Party? She goes, no, you guys are students. You have to study. That's your job. So she made us shut the video game off, open our backpacks, go on opposite sides of the house so we couldn't see each other, and then do our homework. Dude, my mom made my friend do his homework in my house. Like it was detention. I saw that kid at school the next day. I was like, oh, you want to hang out tonight? He goes, I'm good forever. No. I did my homework already. Yeah, she did not care about that. She's very old school, too. She wanted me to marry Chinese. She likes my girlfriend now, but, dude, growing up, she was like, yeah, you have a girlfriend? Every day, you have a girlfriend? I'm like, no, I'm a loser, Mom. I don't got anybody. She goes, oh, you should date Chinese girl. For me. I'm like, why would I do for you? She goes, I want someone to talk to. I'm like, Mom, you speak English. I want someone I love. I don't want someone, I'm not gonna marry someone so we have someone to talk to. And then she'll be all upset. She's like, oh, you don't like Chinese girls? I'm like, no, I really do not. She'd be like, why? I'm like, because they remind me of you, that's why. Every time I talk to a Chinese girl, they're like, hi. I'm like, yeah, I did my homework already. No, thank you. I'm good forever. My dad's the opposite, too. So my mom's like, always hovering over me, seeing what I'm doing, making sure I'm getting good grades. My dad, very hands-off, doesn't care about anything I do. Dude, when I was growing up, literally, anytime I asked my dad a question, his response was always, well, that's just the way it is, son. That was like 6. Why is the sky blue? That's just the way it is, son. Why is the grass green? That's just the way it is, son. How come you forgot me at the mall? Well, that's just the way it is, son. You know how when you become older, you just become like versions of your parents, kind of, right? So now when people ask me questions, I say this too. Like the other day, my girlfriend and I, we're going at it. We finished. I finished. I did my best, all right? I tried. And then she's all upset. She goes, why do you always finish so quickly? Jeez. I'm like, well, that's just the way it is. Son? Yeah. No birds and bees talk with my parents, my dad, my mom. No one taught me that. I was so clueless about sex, dude. I thought sex growing up, until I was 13, was peeing in girls' butts. That's literally what I thought it was. Dude, I remember I'm doing it with this girl once, and she's like, are you ready? I'm like, I'm not hydrated. I can't do it yet. You want to get some Fidge? Make it a magical experience? No one taught me how to, my dad never taught me how to fight or how to talk to girls either, I know that's like old school, but I just feel like, as a dad, you should maybe, teach your son that kind of stuff. Don't know how to fight, don't know how to talk to girls. So now I do the same for both. Like if I'm at a bar and I see a guy I want to fight, or if I'm at a bar and I see a girl I want to talk to, I have the same line. I go, you want some of this? Line 2, let's take this outside. I'm gonna beat that pussy up. I'm scared of my dad. I am, you know? I think that's how Puerto Rican dads, I think that's how they raise their kids, in fear, you know? Like they're very intense, you know? If I made any noise growing up, my dad would be like, shut the fuck up! Dude, literally, if he was watching TV, he had to hide in my room. If he was working in his home office, hide in my room. If he was sleeping, I had to tiptoe around the house, you know? Try not to make any noise. And it's weird, because like, I'm still scared to this day. I was visiting home the other day, I'm tiptoeing like a mouse, right? One fucking floorboard creaks, I'm like, Gah! Had a family friend over, he's like, why is your son so quiet? My dad's like, that's just a Chinese side, I don't know, man. You ain't get that from me. Yeah, I don't know, it's, you know, but I hate to, you know, make fun. My parents, they're good people. Like they tried their best. They supported me. You know, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. So give them a round of applause. You know. Yeah. It's hard to raise kids. I'm terrified of raising kids, dude. I feel like you know, because my parents, they try their best, and you know, they got a lot going on. They got their marriage to work on. They got to work themselves, keep friendships going on, and raise a kid. It's a lot. And they still made some mistakes. That's why I'm terrified, because I feel like I'm gonna try my best. I'm a fuck up. I'm definitely gonna fuck my kids up, you know? I feel like I'm gonna have kids, they're gonna call me one day, they're gonna be like, oh, Dad, I'm in jail. I'm like, shit, man, what happened? He goes, if only you came to my soccer game. I wouldn't have started eating people. I'm like, what the fuck? What, soccer game? You're Jeffrey Dahmer now? My dad has very bad OCD too. That's something he's dealing with, you know? Like literally, whenever we leave the house, he checks everything 20 times. So like when I was growing up, my mom and I were going out to dinner, just be in the car, waiting for him for like 40 minutes. Just going around checking things. Like the stove, just checks it 20 times to make sure it's off, right? Every light switch in the house, flicks it on and off 20 times, make sure that's off. He gets to the doorknob, he like jiggles it and like shoves the key in and out like he's banging it, right? 20 times to make sure it's locked. Which is really sad, man, because he's never checked on me my entire life, you know? It's okay, I'm in therapy. It's all right. I love it. I love anyone in therapy here? Look at that! That's why I love performing in New York City. If you go, I'm in therapy, everyone's like, yay! Mental health matters! Woo! Dude, you go to any other part of the country, Midwest, down south, that is the opposite reaction. I'm in therapy, pussy! You know what my therapy is? Jack Daniels. No one can tell me about myself better than I can. I do have a lot of problems, though, you know? Working on a lot of... Yeah. I can't speak up for myself, you know? I seem confident up here, but in real life, I'm a banana peel. Nothing, can't do it. Dude, I was at McDonald's the other day, and like they forgot my fries with my order. I didn't even say anything. I just stood there like, yeah, I don't fucking deserve fries. You know what? What did I do to deserve carbs this week? Nothing. Who am I? You know what? Here's the saddest part. The saddest part was I only ordered fries. They gave me a paper bag with ketchup packets in it. Put a smile on. So I was telling my therapist is good. He's like very action-based. He's like, from now on, I want you to tell people what you want. I want you to demand that. I'm like, okay, stop yelling, Jesus Christ. And then in that moment, I'm like, oh, I have an idea. Hey, can this be cheaper? He's like, that's not how this works. I was like, this is why I don't speak up for myself. Every time I do, I get freaking rejected. I'm very indecisive, too. Man, just the simplest decisions will take me hours and hours, you know? It's bad, dude. It's just you know, it's anxiety. It's, you know. You know how I make my decisions in life? I just ask other people what they would do, and I just copy them. Which seems like a good plan, but it's actually very annoying to be around. Like the other day, my friend and I were going out. We go to a bar. I'm like, oh, should I get liquor or beer? What are you gonna do? Then we went to Chipotle. Should I get guac or no guac? What are you gonna do? Should I get a burrito or burrito? What are you gonna do? My friend's like, dude, you're an adult. You gotta make your own decisions. I'm like, is that what you would do? Should I be secure, insecure? Help! I have the worst anxiety too, man. I'm always worried about stuff. I think we all have anxiety since COVID, right? We're all freaked out. But some people are treating their anxiety the right way. Like my friend has anxiety. He's got a good job, making 6 figures. He's got benefits, security. I have anxiety. I became a stand-up comedian. Dude, that's the dumbest thing I could have ever done. I chose a career with no certainty whatsoever. Do you know what that's like? That's like if you were a germaphobe and you became a janitor. Or if you're a claustrophobic and you came over to my apartment. Or if you're homophobic and you came over to my apartment, Kind of a dumb move. I think comedy's kind of my therapy, It feels fun to write jokes and then say them on stage and people laugh. Makes me feel good, And I appreciate you guys coming out, so give yourselves a round of applause. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Comedy really is, it's an amazing thing, man. I've done some pretty cool things, I've been to some pretty fascinating places. Like I was in the Middle East doing shows for the troops. I've been to Ellie. Yeah. I've done shows in Ohio. Yeah. I did a gig there once, and it was a okay gig, but like I got pulled over by the cops on the way there, and the cops there are complete assholes. Yes. You can agree with that, right?
I went to high school with them.
You went to high school with them? Okay. That sounded oddly sexual. I knew all of them. Very small?
Ohio's very small.
Okay. Yeah, are you dating her?
We're married.
Oh, you're married? Okay. Oh, you're very confident. I made a joke and you're like, oh, very small town, very small town. She did know all the cops. I know. It's a comedy show. We're just showing you. I'm glad that you agree, though, the cops there can be kind of dicks, especially with, like, state troopers. So I was doing the show in Ohio. I was driving out there from New York, and a 6-hour drive, I get pulled over, and the cop could not have been more of an asshole to me. He literally pulls me over, and he goes, you know why I pulled you over? And I was like, yeah, I was speeding. I'm sorry about that. He goes, don't be a smartass. I'm like, dude, I'm just answering your question honestly. That's a really weird response, right? To answering someone's question honestly. Like if I go to Starbucks, they're like, what do you want, sir? And I'm like, mocha frappuccino. They're not gonna be like, don't be a smartass. You want drizzle on that bitch? Yeah, I absolutely would. That's my favorite part. So he goes, license and registration. I'm like, all right, it's my middle console. Let me get it. It'll be real quick. Literally, as soon as I start reaching for it, he starts screaming slowly at me. So literally, I'm just like, slowly. I'm like, dude, can you stop saying slowly? You sound like you're losing your virginity right now. Can you relax? Let me get it. We'll be on our way. So I give it to him, and then he immediately sees it's from New York. He goes, what do you do? Ohio, what do you, New York, what is going on here? What are you doing out here? And I was like, I have a comedy show. And that was the worst decision I could have ever made. I should not have said that. Immediately, he's like, you're a comedian? You? You don't look funny. I was like, good Lord, man. Just because I don't look funny doesn't mean I can't be a comedian, Also, not to be a dick, but this cop, he was kind of fat. I didn't say anything. I wasn't like, you fight crime? Really, you? Doesn't look like you chase criminals, just saying. So he leaves with my license registration. He's gone for like 20 minutes. Then it turns to like 25, 30, 35. Now I'm starting to freak out because like, shit, I'm gonna be late for my gig. Like, what's going on here? My anxiety's starting to go crazy. I'm like, dude, do I have unpaid parking tickets? What's going on here? Did I black out and kill a hooker? What's going on here? This isn't, what's going on? Finally, it comes back. You're like, all right, so you were speeding. That's gonna be 3 tickets, which is 11 points on your license. And I don't know if you know this, if you have a speeding citation over 80 miles an hour in Ohio, they make you come to court mandatory. Yes, you can't just pay that online. So now I'm starting to have a meltdown. I'm like, dude, I can't get all these tickets. I can't get all these points. I'll lose my license. If I lose my license, I can't drive. I can't do my gigs. I can't, like, come to court 12 hours round trip. Are you insane? And then all of a sudden the cop goes, just messing with you. You're a comedian, right? That was a joke. I'm such a compliant cuck. I'm like, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. You must be the funniest guy in your precinct. Meanwhile, on the inside, I'm like fuming. I'm like, dude, what kind of sense of humor is this? You scared the crap out of me? You laugh in my face? What are you, from Boston? But it all turns for the better, because now he loves me. Now he's just like, oh, dude, I love comedians. I love comedy. I watch comedy all the time. I love Bill Cosby, Louis C.K. I'm like, of course, you guys. Of course. That makes a lot of sense. So literally, he's like, all right, I'm going to let you go to warning. I love comedy. And I was like, all right, thank you, guy. I won't speed for the rest of the way. Thank you so much for being lenient. Literally, as soon as I'm about to pull away, he goes, good luck on your show tonight. You're going to need it. Like, what the hell does that mean? He goes, yeah, when I had your license and registration in my cop car, I wasn't pulling up your information. I was just watching your stand-up clips on YouTube. I'm like, dog, that's what you were doing for 40 minutes? Why would you do that? He goes, well, that's just the way it is. Son. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Really appreciate